I did something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and it is create a personal website from scratch. And so what this website really is I would say is a open source virtual notebook. So up here it has book notes of mine, articles that I have and will write, as well as podcast recs and a way to contact me. So like any, like the most recent article will go right here, as well as the most recent book notes. So the primary reason I wanted this, I wanted a place to put all the notes from what I read somewhere. So it's right here. So we have like Sapiens, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, Thinking Fast and Slow. So it's all the books, like it's listed from top to bottom, books that I find impactful. So I put a lot on here. Not all these have the notes on them yet, but if we go to like here, Ryan Holiday's Egos and Me. So we have notes that I've taken and just kind of distilled down into a page that so anyone can go see this. If you want to see the code, it's right over here. So here's my index.html. I'll give my best try at explaining how kind of this works. So like a good analogy that I was thinking of is like HTML stands for hyperlinked text markup language, but it's the basis language for the web. So if your website's a house, HTML is like all the structure, the house, everything that's the essence of the house. Whereas CSS, which if we go right here in my CSS file, is all the design. So it's the curtains, the color of the couch, the wallpaper. So it's actually quite simple. So when there's a certain type of syntax that you have to build everything out in, and that syntax has a default structure associated to it. And then if you want to change that, so like if I put a heading here, it's going to look a certain way. And then if I want to change that, I have to go into CSS and say like, no, I don't want this to be black, I want it to be red. And it's pretty simple. Like it's really fun. I had a lot of fun doing this. I've had experience building websites through like WordPress, and this was another animal. I found it far more enjoyable because it's yours. Like you know exactly why every single thing is where it's at. It's not anyone else's. So I found it really enjoyable. Great. Questions, Marco?
Yeah. How long did it take you to master the language in order to read your own website?
Yeah, so I haven't been using HTML, CSS while I've been here. I mean, I've had like a little bit of experience in like taking some tutorials like a year back. So I was really diving in as a beginner. But just from trial and error, it actually went quite smoothly. I figured it'd be kind of chaotic, so I started the work sprint a day early because I was like, this is gonna be a mess, so I'm not gonna be able to do this. And it actually went really smoothly. The code was really easy. The difficulty came when I was trying to create a custom domain name and host it. So right now this is locally hosted on my laptop. That's why I can't use your laptop. So I actually hosted it through GitHub, which I won't go into that, but and then I tried to create a custom domain name, which is my old website called ryanlingle.com. And now the domain just redirects to that old website, so I'm working on domain transfer, which I have to go through a bunch of institutions, and institutions suck, so.
Follow up. Do you have to pay for that, or is it?
What?
Do you have to pay?
GitHub does free hosting, so luckily, yeah, I just had to create a repo, and yeah, it's fun.
Other questions?
What was like your favorite books that were about?
So not all these book notes are done. So some of them I have at home. So when I go home, like Sapiens was probably my favorite book I've ever read. Right up there with Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. So writing about those will be extremely fun. But yesterday I wrote up. So I have a process where like when I write a book, I annotate a lot, and then all the best I create like my own table of contents in the front, where it's like a page number and then like something that I found really insightful, so that I can go back to the front of the page and I have a reference to see where I can find it. And I went through a book called Skin in the Game by Nassim Taleb yesterday, which I found really enjoyable going through and putting all the notes on this website. Yeah.
Okay, great job. Super strong presentation skills. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, just a challenge to just push it beyond that, you know,
Yeah.
move around, engage us even more,
Yeah.
ask a question, you know, just that next step, but good stuff.
Got it, thank you.